thinking the same. Jamie rose higher, keeping both hands on her weapon, pointed at the man's head. She motioned to the frightened couple. "Come over here. Get behind me." They hurried across the lobby and squatted behind the desk, the young woman sobbing quietly. With the civilians as safe as she could manage, Jamie's focus returned to the intruder. He lay on his side, his body heaving with each breath. A red smear across the tiles marked where he'd hit the floor. The leather belt around his waist was at least 10 inches wide, with what looked like an elongated D-cell battery on one side. Wires crisscrossed its surface, connecting a variety of electronics components. The man's shirt had lifted above the belt with skin showing. Thank God, no sign of explosives. Eyes still glued to the figure on the floor, she yelled over her shoulder. "All station personnel! Situation is under control. Suspect is down with injuries." Doherty spoke into the radio attached to his left shoulder. "Orlando Southeast Precinct 1 at gunpoint, 2 officers on the scene. Signal 3044. The radio screeched. "Copy, Southeast. 2 units en route." Jamie holstered her gun and pulled out handcuffs. "I've got him. Cover me." Doherty nodded, keeping his weapon pointed while Jamie rounded the desk and bent over the crumpled body. The man offered no resistance as she cuffed his hands behind his back. She donned latex gloves, put a finger to his neck, and located a pulse. She lifted eyelids and checked inside his mouth. She squatted close to his face. "Can you hear me?" The man murmured. "What's on the belt? Anything dangerous?" His voice was weak and slurred. Each of his heavy breaths pushed out one word at a time. "Nothing. Not bomb." "That's good. Very good," Jamie said. She turned to Doherty, whose expression had relaxed a bit, even if the grip on his gun was still vice-like. "Ambulance on the way?" Doherty nodded. Jamie patted the man's shoulder with a gloved hand. "We've got help coming, sir. But before they get here, I need to take this belt off." The man mumbled something, but the words were slurred. Up close, the belt didn't look threatening, more like a utility belt that a carpenter might wear. Electronics components with connecting wires were stapled into the leather like a homemade array of superhero gadgets. The mega battery, if that was what it was, fit into a sleeve on one side that might have otherwise held a hammer. Still no sign of any explosive material. False alarm, but she'd made the right call and would do it again. She flipped 2 snaps and the belt loosened. With a few tugs, it released from the man's hips. A workman's tool belt, enhanced, though what the wires and electronics components might do was anyone's guess. She laid it flat on the tile floor. There would be time later to figure out what this guy was up to. A quick scan didn't find any external wounds, but the internal injuries were probably serious, most likely head trauma. Blood still leaked from one ear, and now from his nose, too. The man croaked, not much louder than a whisper. "Help!" She bent down. "Yes, sir. Medical help is on the way. Hang in there. Just a few more minutes." A faraway siren could be heard through the still-open front door. "No, this," the man said. He wiggled one hand bound by the cuffs, loosening his clenched fist. A glint of silver shone between his chubby fingers. "I come from the future." Huh? Either she hadn't heard him right, or this guy was a serious whack job. Doherty moved closer, his weapon still pointed. She held up a hand. "Wait, he's holding something." He opened the hand further to reveal a large silver coin, bigger than a silver dollar and thicker, with markings on its face that wiggled. "Give this," the man grunted. Jamie leaned in closer. "You want me to give the coin to someone?" The man nodded. "Daniel." "Daniel? Daniel who?"